Hello, Marky Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and let's talk today about clone states and what this means for EVE Online. Is this a good thing or is this a bad thing? You know, we're talking about EVE going freemium. Now, I know a lot of people have been putting out the word free to play and everything, but in actuality, what this is called freemium, which is not a term that's used very often in the video game industry. But what that means is that you can start out for free and you can get so far as a free player, but then you have to upgrade to get to the premium content. There's been other games that have done this, and so it's a proven model, and it's a proven model that's been done. The first one I knew of was maybe 10, 11 years ago. So it's been around for a little while. And I think that CCP is putting this in a way that actually is going to be a really good thing for the game. Now here's why. The first thing that comes to my mind is that one of the most successful things about free-to-play games is that it gets more people into the game. When you get more people into the game, you get more content, you get more activity. You get more commerce happening, even if they are not playing at the same level as the people who are paying. But the best thing about them is that they are called cannon fodder. And the reason for this is they are more stuff for you to shoot at. It's a good thing. Think of your kill board and how it's going to be so enhanced. You may not go way up in the stats of value of the ships that you've taken out, but your player kill numbers may significantly increase. Okay, so this happens in November, and it comes with the Clone States launch and everything. And as it is right now, you have to pay to play the game, and you have to pay either by plexing, earning the plex in-game, earning enough ISK in-game to buy a plex, or you have to pay your monthly. Now I will continue to pay my monthly. And the reason for that is that I need a higher level of play. I can't go back to what they're talking about here and think that I'm going to get any sort of meaningful gameplay, not at the level that I'm at. And I'm not like trying to say that I'm at such high level that everybody else, because there's a lot of people that are probably in the exact same place as me on this. So, but at the same time, if a subscription ran out on one of my accounts, could I get in and look at my stuff? Could I get in and transfer my assets to another character that I have on another account? And, can I do things like this? The Q&A actually does not address anything about trading. And it doesn't say that there's any limits, and it doesn't talk about any concerns of it. But there are other concerns that the Q&A or the FAQ does answer. And one of them being, what about the Zergling Rush problem? Is this going to disrupt the game? And so what they say is that the skill sets do not significantly pose a threat, and that it is something that they will look at and monitor, but they do not believe that the characters will have enough skills to have meaningful impact. And so, Code takes out their fleets of catalysts and stuff. And what do they take? They take out, 25 or 30 to take down a freighter, something like that. So maybe they would have to take out 100 of the other, these alpha characters in order to do it. That's a lot of more people to pull together and everything. And while it may happen sometimes, I think that the odds of that significantly go down. And there's still a cost to the player. And so you still have that ship that you have to replace. You still have, your issues of standings and alignment and everything. And as a alpha player, it will take more work in order to fix that. Think of going missioning in a alpha ship, which appears to be like a cruiser at the largest and all Tech 1. There's no Tech 2 stuff, it appears, in any of the ships that'll be able to be fit. And so all of it's Tech 1. And so what are you limited to? Like, missions, level 2 missions? Or maybe even level 3? I don't know. I don't know if you could do a level 3 on a Tech 1 cruiser. I actually think maybe not. But I'm sure someone will figure out a way. And so it's going to be limiting quite a way. But, okay, so here's some really positive stuff about this. We talked about cannon fodder. But also, the positive is that one of the things... How many people do you know that you've encouraged to try Eve that have failed? I personally failed like 3 times before actually figuring it out. When I actually figured it out, I needed a lot of help from my Corp, from the AirHogs. Woo, go Hogs. And they were the reason that I had success in the game and that I was able to get into it and actually make shit happen. And without them, it wouldn't have happened. But the players that are going to be playing these accounts are people who I would consider to be a lot more casual. And that might not be a bad thing to have casual players in the game. They're able to go in, they're able to do some mining at low levels, they're able to do some level 1 missions and stuff. They're able to get a taste of the game, they're able to play with the community and do other things. And they might be able to go out on level 4 missions in their Tech 1 cruiser, with the fleet, whatnot. They might be able to participate in this higher end stuff. But then as soon as they want to do it on their own, they have to Plex or they have to subscribe. One of the two. So I don't know what's going to happen to new accounts. But from the sounds of it, everybody's going to have an account. So CCP has announced that they're coming out with some packages that will help enhance people who want to take the step up. And so that'll be good. That'll be good. And, because anybody who has a monetary investment into the game, if they have to pay for a new account, then they are what I would say that they have something put into it and everything, and so they have a lot more connection to it. If you remember being a kid, or if you have kids or whatnot, you know that when you paid for something yourself the first time, as opposed to mom and dad paying for it or whatnot, you really looked at it as something that you took care of a lot more, and it was more important to you. Same thing here. Even if it's just a few bucks in, it makes a difference to how the person interacts with the game. And so, anyway, I'm looking forward to it, and I can tell you that when this comes out, I am firing up an alpha character, and we're going to do like some alpha character challenge. Going to see how fast I can get the character up to, up to its full skills, to where I get XP blocked or whatever, and see how far I can take it. Can I do level 3 missions? Can I, will there be any restrictions on going with fleets? Will there be any restrictions on trading? Can I do any marketplace stuff? Can I buy and sell things on the market? Can I multi-box with it? Can I build a fleet of 100 Tech 1 mining ships and take them all out? It'd be insane managing that at many at the same time. So they do say that botting and multiplexing are still a violation of the terms of service, and if you do that, you're busted. Now, I don't know what multiplexing is. Is that where the keys are... Sorry, Murloc. That must be where the key strokes are replicated, because if that's the case, we knew that change came in, and so that's why having 100 accounts would be totally insane. Now, currently, trial accounts are unable to be run on a machine at the same time as a regular account. And so when you have a trial account running, it is the only account running. But when you have full accounts, then you have multiple accounts that can run simultaneously, and hence the multi-boxing. I have 7 accounts. I've run all 7 at one time, and I enjoy it. Anyway, I think this is going to be a good thing. I know that there's a lot of people really worried about it. And let me just say one final thing on this, which is that, for those of you who are saying CCP is making a mistake and this is really going to be bad for us and everything, let me just remind you that many times when CCP has been wrong about something, they've reversed course, they've changed it into something that was better, but still trying to achieve the same goals. And I don't think they're wrong on this one. But I just want to say to all the naysayers that I think that that we should all, as players, give them their full support, and we should, embrace this, make it as best as possible, and because I think it's going to be an overall improvement to the game, and it's going to be good for all of us playing the game currently. And you got to say, you got to know the business end of this, which is that the more revenue that's generated by the game, the more development we have into the game, the more new features we have into the game, the more new content, and the more gaming we have to play. So, I'm all for it. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm Marky Dragon. Take care and fly safe.